Hello and welcome to another optics trade debate. I'm Andras.
I'm Masha.
Today we're going to be comparing two binoculars configurations, 10x42 and 12x50. Before we move on to the differences between these two categories of binoculars, let's start with some general features of the 10x42.
Yeah, so 10x42 are a standard configuration, really popular configuration in the market. Basically, all the manufacturers, I think, produce this type of configuration. And basically, these are used by all types of, so for all users, so all types of observations, bird watching, hunting, even traveling, hiking, observing wildlife, so any type of observing. So in difference to 12x50.
Yeah, so the 12x50 is a much rarer configuration to come across. It can also be used by all types of for all types of observations, like you said, for hunting, traveling, hiking, bird watching, but it just isn't as popular. And for this reason, most binoculars manufacturers don't have them in their offer. Only a few ones do have them. And I would say that here in Europe, they really aren't as popular as maybe in the US. In the US, I think the market for these is slightly bigger, and also more people go for 12 times magnification in general.
Yeah, also American producers mostly have this type of configurations in their offer, right?
Exactly. Before we move on to the differences, I want to point out the only similarity that we really found between these two categories. So the 12x50 and 10x42, even though they're different in numbers, they do provide a similar low light performance, because this one provides 4.2 millimeter exit pupil, and this one almost 4.2. So we have a similar low light performance, even though they're not strictly made for low light. They're more like, I would say, all-rounders. But I had to point this out before we go to the differences.
Yeah, so let's move on to the first difference is magnification. So we have 10 power magnifications here and 12 power here. Basically, 10 power magnification provides us with wider field of view, comparing it to 12 power. We also have, so that means you get more details with 12 power magnification. We also have less hand shaking when observing for longer periods of time with 10 power magnification. And I mentioned already details. Then let's move on to lens diameter. So with 10x42, we have smaller objective lens, 42 millimeter. With 12x50, of course, 50 millimeter objective lens. This means that these binoculars are much more lower weight. So they weigh less than 12x50. They are also smaller usually than 12x50. Which means that the comfort when using is better with 10x42.
I also have to point out that with 12x50, it's really difficult to observe for longer periods of time if you're not, I don't know, leaning against a tree or a rock or, I don't know, against something that helps you stabilize the image, or mounting them on a tripod, at least.
Then we would say that maybe 10x42 are more suitable for beginners.
Definitely,
so 12x50 for more experienced users, maybe. But Andras, when do we choose 10x42 and when do we choose 12x50?
As you said, the 10x42 is a really popular configuration, second in line to 8x42. It's more popular, more universal, and thus suitable for, I don't know, even beginners and even experienced users. Whereas with 12x50, I would say it's for a really specific taste. You have to be a fan of 12 times magnification, which is quite big, so it's difficult to stabilize the image. And this basically covers it, I think.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you like our debate, subscribe and like our video, and see you next time.
Take care, goodbye.